Today, we are hearing closing arguments in the case of Henry Dinkins, the man accused of killing 10-year-old Breasia-Terrell back in 2020. During News 8 at 5, we've walked you through the state's closing argument. News 8's Nina Burns joins us live now in Davenport with more. Hello, Nina.
Hi, Linda, and that's right. The state has spent this entire trial establishing that timeline. That is, Breasia and her brother spent the night with Dinkins at his then-girlfriend's apartment. Dinkins left twice, never bringing his phone and returning without Breasia-Terrell. Right now at 6, we show you the defense's closing argument.
Breasia was a truth teller. She was a child that would tell the truth no matter what. And I think her grandmother's description was, she described her as a tattletale. And the state asserts, when you consider these circumstances and you consider the purchase of bleach and the use of bleach, this child was sexually assaulted in this area. But then it became very clear to Mr. Dinkins that there was going to be no way for him to control this child. And so therefore, it forced him to take further action, which was the murdering of Breasia-Terrell.
The state concluding their closing argument. The defense, who waived their right to an opening statement, begins their closing argument by asking the judge to look him in the eyes.
Ask you a couple of questions. Are you totally convinced that Henry Dinkins committed these crimes?
Saying the state developed their theory too early in the case. The theory Henry Dinkins raped and killed Breasia-Terrell, but never could find physical evidence to prove that.
Some girl had supposedly been sexually assaulted. Hours after this man supposedly sprayed it all down with cleaner bleach and killed all the DNA and got rid of any evidence, no odor of bleach was detected. She gets out of the car, and she's a tattletale and all, and she waits. She waits outside the car, if you believe the state, right? She waits for Henry to supposedly go in and get a gun, which we heard no evidence of anyone ever seeing him with a gun. Bleach does not destroy trace evidence. It destroys DNA. They brought in the FBI crime team, and they spent hours combing that RV. And what do we know they found in the RV? Nothing. They stripped him down naked. They swabbed his penis. They swabbed his hands. They went under his fingernails. And they found no DNA of Breasia-Terrell.
The defense went on to say that DL had many contradicting statements in his testimony, and the state cherry-picked what statements to listen to. They also said the prosecution's defense was based on nearly all circumstantial evidence. But the one thing the defense did not point out was the purchase of bleach. We all saw Henry Dinkins purchasing bleach at 7 in the morning, the morning of Breasia-Terrell's disappearance, a factor the defense never explained why or even how. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Nina. And right now, we are not sure when the judge will come to a verdict. He can take up to 60 days without an extension.